I wasn't going to bother with this, and this is probably going to be a short video because I don't want to waste too much time talking about it because, like I said, it was an impromptu video because I really wasn't going to address it. But with the recent conviction of Harvey Weinstein, despite the fact that it's a very light conviction, a lot of people have things to say about it, and we all knew that that's what it was going to be. Some people are like for it, some are against it. But the reason why I have Craterface Crunchbar up here on my screen, known as Tarana Burke, or as KRS2, as Professor Black Truth has come to call her, she now has her own little take, her own little opinion about Harvey Weinstein. Now, if you look at the quote that's underneath her picture, that is an actual tweet or a quote that she made a few months ago, maybe it was 2 years ago, and it literally made us raise an eyebrow and said, oh, well, we kind of figured that wasn't your job to go after white men, considering you allowed your movement to get hijacked by white women, and then they went after men, and you just sat in the background just becoming furniture. But now it's interesting that after she has said all of that, she rises back up to the surface after we probably haven't heard. The last time we heard about her was when she shockingly got engaged to a person that looked like they just got out of jail and needed a place to stay and lay their head and get 3 hots and minus the cot. But she came out and recently said that, you know, she feels that the conviction that Harvey Weinstein received was too light. We thought that you said, why is it my job to go after white men? Last time I checked, Harvey Weinstein is a palm-colored male. You've been on a roll lately, you know, with, you know, going after black men seemingly, or just doing what your handlers have been having you do, and your handlers are those palm-colored women. And, you know, I already knew her whole thing was a dog and pony show because she's been going to different events. Notice she hasn't been going to a lot of events lately because they realize that now her time is up. It's been up. They even have a new organization now called the Silence Breakers, quote unquote, whatever the hell that's supposed to be. And now she wants to speak up and talk about the Harvey Weinstein thing. No, your opinion at this point, Craterface Crunchbar, or Crater Crunch, whatever I called it at the beginning, Craterface Crunchbar, is invalid. It's considered to be null and void. We don't need your opinion about anything at this point. The damage that you have done is over. It's done with. You aided in a lot of the shit that has come and fallen before a lot of black men, and will now become a trickle-down effect. And it will rest heavily on your shoulders, your big brolic ass shoulders, and your wide ass back. I have nothing nice to say about this woman. Nothing. Not one word. The only thing nice to say about her is the fact that I'm using the word nice in a way that I have to say I have nothing nice to say about her. That's about it. Her little movement or whatever may have started off with good intentions, but the minute she got the steam that she wanted, she let them white women take it and run with it into a whole nother direction other than what she probably initially had it in. And did she try to stop it? No, because she had ulterior motives. And now it's all working. But guess what? Tarana Burke, aka Craterface Crunchbar, they're done with you. They don't even need you to come out and speak about Harvey Weinstein. We don't need you to speak about it, and they don't either. You're done. So you can just go back to wherever it was, wherever you came from, and just lay low until you are laid down. Go be with whoever wants to be with you, the guy who just proposed to you, as silly as that is. Yes, she is, and believe it or not, she is with a black man. That's probably the other shocking thing about it. Because we thought that with her, it was either she was going to give it a palm colored man or she was going to have no man at all. But somebody out there apparently likes her for whatever reason. But you can keep your opinion about this whole Harvey Weinstein situation alone. Your words are not needed, nor are they wanted. Because we've seen what you have said over the years and all of that. And you allowed your movement to get hijacked and stolen by them white women. How weak and cowardice are you? All for this, all for some attention and getting invites to different award shows. And what did they do? They gave you their ass to kiss. And you did exactly that. Kissed their backside. And then what did they do? They kind of drifted away from Me Too and started Time's Up. And now they're trying to drift away from Time's Up and create something called the Silence Breakers, leaving Me Too in the dust. That's my hope this year, is that by the end of this year, going into 2021, that Me Too will be a thing of the past. Like, let that shit die. Because it has done nothing but cause a bunch of controversy for the last, 3 years? What started out as going or having some kind of grassroots level thing of going after what seemingly was supposed to be men who were sexually assaulting these women and everything like that, turned and spiraled into something completely different. And what about the men that are affected by this? Granted, Terry Crews is a coon and a buck dancing, bodybuilding buffoon, but he was inappropriately touched, and he brought his case to the Supreme Court or Congress, whoever it was, and he got laughed at. And what about the black women that were affected by Me Too, like Lupita Nyong'o and what's her name, Aurora Perrineau? You don't even hear about their cases anymore. As a matter of fact, with Aurora Perrineau, that Lena Dunham and her friend, her little friend that she gave cover for, they literally gave her their ass to kiss and said that there's a good chance that some women could be lying. Well, you think? Oh, but they're only lying when they're not white. Gotcha. But I'm going to go ahead and end the video on this note and say, Tarana Burke, aka Craterface Crunchbar, you can go sit your fat ass down somewhere. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Twitter if you haven't done so already. Have your notifications turned on, and I'll talk to you in the next one.